to Unit 1, Week 3. We will be studying about public and private places today.
Interesting. So tell one thing that you can use for free in the public.
Right, so if you can go to Singapore for free, so that is something that you can do for free. And also you can go to the Blue Temple for free. So that is something that you can do for free in public.
So tell all the things that you think is for free in public. Think in the city or in a village.
Yeah. And write it down in your notebook.
Yes.
Yeah. So going to the purpose, today we will learn about public and private. To be able to conduct ourselves with good manners when working with others and explain the importance of creating and maintaining relationships with others together with searching for and collecting the terms related to public and private areas from learning sources and present them through writing.
Very well. Let's jump to the vocabulary.
So the first word is property. Property. So anything that you see, land, building, condo, is property.
So number 2, it's public. Public. So it's all what is you can see in a city where you can go, you as a citizen, or like the school is a public school.
So the next is private. So private is personal, it belongs to you. So your private password for your email account, your private phone, your private house. So all that is private.
Then second last, own. Own. So I own a bike. I own a phone. I own a house. So it's something that is from you.
And the last word is belong. So belong and own is very similar. Belong means it is yours. So this phone belongs to me. This computer belongs to me.
Alright, let's jump to the work mode. So for this we will watch a video and write in your notebook everything what you learned in this video.
Introduction. An educational tour to Qutb Minar has been organized by Dhruv's school. The history teacher Lata ma'am takes the students around and tells them interesting details about the monument. Their attention is diverted by the laughter of some boys from another school. They turn around and find them scribbling their names on the walls around. Lata ma'am tells them that such monuments are public property. As citizens of India, it is our responsibility to protect them. So it is no good writing on them. Let us learn more about properties in this lesson. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to define property, differentiate between public and private property, state the importance of conservation of property. Property. Property is anything that is owned by a person, a group of persons or government. Houses, vehicles, farmlands, historical buildings, trains, and post offices are all properties. Private property. Private property is property owned by an individual or a group of individuals. For example, furniture, car, house, land, and jewelry are all private properties because they are owned by a single individual or a group of individuals. The owner of a private property can exchange, sell, or even destroy his property. Public property. Public property is property owned by the government. Such property is meant for the welfare of the people. It is available for public use. All people of the country have equal right to use it. Public parks, trains, post offices, roads, public schools, public colleges, and government hospitals are all public properties. Since public property is owned by the government can sell, exchange, or destroy it. Importance of private property. Ownership of property improves the social status of an individual. Private property can be exchanged for money in case of emergencies. Importance of public property. Public properties like parks, hospitals, roads, railway stations, etc. are for public welfare. They provide comfort and convenience to the public. Some public properties like historical monuments showcase the glorious history of a country. They are the pride of a nation. Conservation of property. People should take care of property. People should invest their money in properties that can give better returns. People should not harm or deface public property. It is their responsibility to protect and preserve them. Let's now check what you have learned. Classify the given properties as private or public by dragging them into appropriate boxes. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Property is anything that is owned by a person, a group of persons, or government. Private property is owned by an individual or a group of individuals. Public property is owned by government. Public property is for public use and welfare. We must preserve and protect property.
So, work one, the first thing we discuss is public property. What is public property? So, all the property you see in your city or your town that is owned by the government. So, as you can see here, this building is your public building. This is a park. So many parks are actually owned by the government, and the money for them comes from taxpayers. So all taxpayer buildings or taxpayer finance buildings are called public properties. So think, do you know of any other public properties like libraries or besides parks and streets? Think and write them down in your notebook.
So how should we conduct ourselves in public property? So we conduct means how to behave. So can you behave same like at home if you go in a public place? Can you run in a temple? Can you throw trash on the floor? No.
So think about how you should behave yourself in the outside space.
Yes. All right. So private property is something, especially land or buildings, that belongs to a person or company.
So you pay money and you buy it and it belongs to you. So your home is your private property. Your land is your private property. And the next question is, how should you conduct yourself in private property? And should you respect others' private property? So if you go to your friend's house, how should you behave yourself? Like, so think about that and write that down in your notebook.
Very well. So here's the compare and contrast, the thinking tool. So write 5 public and 5 private properties. So example that we show you on the beginning. Public like a park, private like a friend's house. And then write every time with the public or the properties, private, how to conduct yourself in this place. And also in the middle, write at least 3 common things that the public and private does. So, to reflective, so what have you learned from this lesson?
So think about the difference between public and private places. Think about how you should behave yourself, and write that down in your notebook as well.
Think about the school. Is all the school public or are some school private?
And how are they different? You know, like private schools, more expensive. Public schools, the taxpayer money helps for everyone to attend public school.
Yes.
Yeah.
So summarizing, so write the vocabulary from the lesson in English and try to find the Thai meaning, and also make the exercise in a notebook.
Yeah. And do the compare and contrast on an A4 size paper and bring it back to school and we will check it for you.
Okay, great. That was for topic number 3 from Unit 1, Week 3.
So take care.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.